So, folks, I have to. I'm going to Office Max or something. I got to print out a form. This form is, I'm going to fill out to relinquish my pet, according to the Humane Society. That's what it's called. Uh, Rusty is Rusty. Although it's been months, he had one of his anxiety attacks while I left him alone. Anxiety, separation anxiety, whatever you want to call it. And he destroyed several pieces of items that I have. Um, Anything that was made of nylon, like his leash, he chews up. Like my backpack, although I've repaired it as much as I could, and uh, things like straps, uh, he just chews on. Also, and I was frustrating. I don't own a lot of stuff, and the stuff I do own is pretty important to me. And for him to just destroy it, it's just not cool. Um, when I left him alone for breakfast, just to go eat breakfast, I left him alone. Spent the entire time trying to get out of his side window, and in the process destroyed the seal and broke the latch for the window, chewed it off significantly, to the point where I have a damaged uh, window. I have to replace. I don't have to replace the window, but the parts that latch it and keep it shut, and the seal to prevent air, moisture, everything else from coming in is damaged. It needs to be replaced. When he starts destroying my shit and costing me money and time, he's no longer a pet. He's no longer my pet. Regardless of all this, how much of a burden it is on me, uh, he's been biting people. He hasn't broke skin, but he's been biting people. And on Friday, he had a friend's entire thumb in his mouth. He's not going to get adopted. I'm going to drop him off. He's not going to get adopted. I can tell you that right now. If I could react upon finding my van damaged, if there was a animal shelter next door to where I was this weekend, I would be able to just take him immediately. Uh, it's hard. This whole thing is hard. And I thought we were done and we were buddies and everything was cool. But out of nowhere, he just starts destroying shit. I can leave him in here for, I've been able to leave him in here while I work in a coffee shop for 3 hours. Nothing. He sits there. So it's a complete surprise that when I leave him in the van and come back after eating supper or going to have a drink with a friend, and I come back, that shit is destroyed. It's complete shock because he hasn't done this behavior since November. The last time he was destroying shit. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to post this. But I can no longer have Rusty as a pet. And the unfortunate part is, no, nobody else will take him. I guarantee. I don't guarantee. I always say that. But I am pretty certain that if I hadn't rescued him last year, he would already been euthanized. Because he's so um, temperamental, he's so skittish of other people that uh, he doesn't show any desire to be with anybody. So when people would come to see him, he wouldn't show any enthusiasm. I adopted him anyways, and I thought I did a good job. I thought I made a good call. Uh, but he won't let people pet him, and he'll bark at people, or he'll scour away. That's not going to make a good pet. Plus, when I feel his form out and tail mention how he bites at people, and so essentially, I'm sending Rusty to his fucking death, is what I'm doing. I think he knows it. It's been a bad 24 hours. Anyways, I'll make a video when it's done. I just dropped Rusty off. I doubt anybody will adopt him. And it doesn't upset me that he may be euthanized. It upsets me that he has to live here until it happens. I rescued him from a shelter, and I could see how terrible that place was. The last thing I would want to do is bring him back. If he can't function in society, he can't. It's not my fault. It's not his fault. That he was obviously not raised very well and was abused early on, and that set the path. So if he cannot function out in the real world, And that's just how it is. I mean, he's a dog. He shouldn't be biting people. And personally, I don't like him destroying my stuff. But I just wish that his last days alive didn't have to be in a shelter. And I, I talked a big game, but I couldn't do it myself. I, I think I regret that.